Yeah, no worries. Mitch, how's the body after the finish to that game last night where you put on the line a few times, you got a couple of big whacks?
Yeah, it feels a lot better after a win, that's for sure. No, a couple of bumps and bruises, but I think that's all a part of Wildcats basketball is putting your body on the line, and we talk about sacrificing open shots and things like that, and I think putting your body on the line and sacrificing a little bit of pain for here and there is all worth it once you get a win.
Bert mentioned last night afterwards he was really happy with the character shown by the group to be able, given you're so new together, to be able to rally in those last few minutes. Can you talk about how the transfer of culture has gone from the guys that have been around for a while to the new blokes to make it work so quickly?
Yeah, obviously, you've had a lot of guys that have a lot of playoff experience, and generally in playoff games, they're tight contests. So to obviously be one of the, I guess, more experienced guys on the team, it's now our turn to kind of take the torch and carry it forward. And I think Jesse's done a great job. Clint, Tommy Jervis, and BC as well. So I think we're all kind of collectively trying to speed up some of the young guys, just with pressure releases and in those big moments, just to trust our system.
Is it as simple as just handing down the culture and the knowledge that the previous generations have had? When you arrived, are you doing the same thing for the blokes sort of just arrived now that was done for you to fit in and understand the culture?
Yeah, I think, for me personally, playing against the Wildcats for, 7 years or whatever it was, to come in and slot into an environment where everyone's so accepting of you and your game and just want you to improve as a player and as a person. So to come into an environment like that, which is player driven, is something that's quite easy to fit in with. And I think, hopefully us as some leaders on this group, are making it a good environment for the newcomers to be a part of.
How's Bryce pulled up this morning?
Yeah, he seems fine. I think I actually got a smile out of him this morning, so that's a good sign. But no, he's fine. He was a part of training today, and he seems good to go.
You there, Locke?
Yeah, well, certainly. Mitchy, what did you make of the foul on Bryce at the end of the game?
Yeah, look, that's something that's well and truly out of my control, and I don't generally like to comment on officiating. So, I think that's just one of those ones. It's they were trying to do a good job of being physical with Bryce, and up and in, and I think that call could be maybe called in the first quarter. It just so happened to be called when the game's on the line. So, I think that could go any way really.
Can I ask also about the last play? I know you had a terrific game. Were you expecting Kyle to take the last shot, or were you thinking maybe one of their bigger names was going to get hold of it? What were your thoughts going into that last play?
We definitely knew, there'd be a pick and roll situation. We obviously had a foul to give, so we wanted to burn that one early, hopefully get a look at what kind of set they're running. Probably went a little bit too early on the foul, if I'm being honest, but we knew the ball was going to come back to Kyle. He had one hell of a game, a career high, and he's playing well. So I think that's a part of coaching. I think if someone out there on the night is rolling, you got to have, I guess the guts to put the ball in his hands. And I think, that was probably the right decision on their behalf.
And it's been an amazing start to the Melbourne Cup. Why is it now that you're rolling so well? And I suppose, as a lot of people have said, this is not the greatest Wildcats team on paper, but you seem to be just playing so well as a team.
Yeah, I think it's, I guess a part of living together. We're bonding quite well, I think. We don't really have a choice. We're living in each other's pocket. So I think that's probably sped up the process a little bit. I think we've got a good mixture of, experience, some experienced guys coming into the team for the first time, and also a lot of newcomers, which bring, a lot of energy and enthusiasm day in and day out. And I think that's probably why we're clicking, quite well at this stage in the season. But, then again, I guess our challenge is to keep this thing rolling, and what we've done in the past is done, and then it's focusing on tomorrow night's game.
Thanks, mate.
Anything more from you, Craig?
Yeah, just on Brisbane specifically, what do you make of them? They blown away early last night, and they blew someone else away only a couple of days ago. Like, what do you, when you look at a team like that, what do you think heading into the match?
Yeah, they're an athletic team. They like to play fast, and I think whenever you're playing against a team that likes to get up and down, they definitely have a no-die attitude. So, as we saw last night, they were down kind of big in that first quarter, but stuck to their systems, and I think whenever you have a coach like Andre and that type of system, I think they're always going to be in the fight, and I think we're just getting ready for that tomorrow night.
The range of sort of semi blowouts, I suppose you said. You got up by 20 last night. New Zealand got up by 20 last night. We've seen 6 of the last 7 games. There's been big runs that teams have gone on. Some of them have been brought back too. So why do you think teams are getting out so far at the moment? Some teams able to then reel in, some not. But the runs that teams are going, why are they happy to feel?
Yeah, I think momentum's massive in the game of basketball, and I think some teams have just done one hell of a job of extending that, run of momentum. And I think, Southeast did a great job last night of weathering that first half storm. And, I thought we played good basketball in the first half and probably, a little bit into the third. But, as for us, that's kind of, we want to, put a foot on the throat and that type of mentality. So, there's times where they're going to make tough shots, but that's when you need to rely on your defense. And I thought sometimes, we had a couple of breakdowns, and every team in this league's good. So when you do have breakdowns, they're going to make you pay. And I think that's probably why you see so many runs.